One thing I also want to add about the Tea Party, and at that specific Sonoyta event that we were talking about, there was Bob Krentz, he actually was at the Tea Party the day, from what I understand, the day that he was killed. Those are the kinds of people that are engaged in the Tea Party right now. They're normal Americans, they're hardworking Americans that are just trying to understand why the government has completely failed them.
Okay, that's a perfect leeway into border immigration issues. How do you feel about the border now after the rancher Bob Krentz was killed? And do you support a fence on top of other reforms?
My policy on the border is really very simple. I think that you have to secure the border, and the best way to secure it right now is with the National Guard. The family just sent out a press release begging the federal government to do what we've been trying to do for years, which is put the National Guard on the border. As a lawmaker, I actually voted to put the National Guard on the border. Some people think it's just a stopgap and it isn't a solution, but the fact of the matter is, I think that we have trusted our safety as a country in the hands of soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, and I think we can trust it again to protect the perimeter of this country. I don't understand why it hasn't happened already. I also don't understand why we would ever pursue a policy that would say that if you come into this country illegally, that you are going to have a path, either gradual or otherwise, to citizenship. So I oppose anything that would actually allow a path to citizenship for people to come in here into this country illegally, because I think it's unfair. You should go through the front door, not the back door. And finally, I think we do have to have a fence, but I don't think we should only have a fence. The Border Patrol has asked again and again and again on I-19 to have a permanent checkpoint. And I think that we have to have a permanent checkpoint on I-19. I don't know how everyone else feels about this, but when we had the general in the field, General McChrystal in Afghanistan, ask the president for more troops, he should have listened to the general because he knows he's there. We should listen to the military when they tell us they need something. We should also listen to the Border Patrol when they say they need a permanent checkpoint on I-19. It's the only one in the entire country with the border of Mexico that doesn't have a permanent checkpoint. So I think those are a good start. I have a record of doing that as a lawmaker. I have every single anti-illegal immigration bill that's gone to the legislature, I have supported, and many of them I've co-sponsored or sponsored myself.